Hey YouTube, how's it going? How was your day today? Today I finally got an appointment with the eye specialist because as you can tell, I've been wearing sunglasses in my streams since June because my eyeballs hurt all the time and I'm going to the fancy eye specialist in November. So hopefully that fancy eye specialist can help me figure out why my eyes hurt. The eye doctor was saying my tear ducts are just super clogged up, but everything they've been telling me to do is not helping to unclog those tear ducts. So hopefully I will figure it out. So in hockey news, anyone following the professional women's hockey league draft stuff, it was very exciting and I don't know why, got a little emotional out of nowhere. I was like, "Why am I crying?" I don't know these women, never talked to anyone in this room before. I think it was just a big moment for elite female hockey players and also little girls too, because until now, there's never actually an option where one could make a living as a female playing hockey. So hopefully not hopefully, like now women who are at the highest level of their game can actually make a semi-decent living, which is really cool. I already blabbed for a minute and a half, but we will get started with the video. We already have friends here. This is so fun. Mr. Ranger Lab is here. Elaine is here. Hi, Elaine. And Gary's here. Hey, Gary. Hey, Charlie. Excuse me. Ironically, I was approached by a LegalShield rep yesterday for a wonderful business opportunity. Yes, I was thinking about you, Lori, when I came across this video and planned this stream in my head because I'm pretty sure it was you who said you've been approached frequently by LegalShield friends and offered to help me with the research if I wanted to do a video. I came across a video by Brian Carruthers. We've done one video of his before. It was about three-way calls, telling us all about the brilliance of the LegalShield comp plan. So I was like, this is a good video to do. I can do a quick intro to LegalShield, and then we can react to the comp plan video. So that's my plan. I think it's a cool video. So thank you, Lori, for putting that idea in my head. My phone should not be on right now because I'm doing stream. I should have the notifications off. Hello, PH Actress. It's great to see you. I just licked the stream. Nice, thank you. Yeah, I think for this point, I'm only doing a really general introduction because I want to look at the compensation plan video from Brian. I think this company definitely warrants a more detailed video in the future though. So for sure, I will reach out to you when I want more research and I want like more data to go with the video for sure. Thank you, Lori. Thank you. All right. So I realized I did not share my screen. I was about to start scrolling through my screen and I didn't share it yet, so I should share it first. Right? Chrome tab. I don't like showing the whole window. It looks silly. Ew. What? That's weird. No, thank you. Let's do this. That's better. LegalShield seems to shock people the most when I tell them there's a legal services MLM. I think people feel like there should be some protections for products and services like that. My understanding, yeah, that the lawyers themselves that are part of LegalShield aren't the MLM, aren't the distributors, but the associates, the volunteer sales. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. The volunteer sales force who like sells the legal services. They're the MLM distributors. So we're going to do a really quick introduction and then I'm excited to look at Brian's video. So I tried to find info about the MLM part of LegalShield, which took me a while. It's not very obvious when you're looking at the website that LegalShield is an MLM. So find an associate in your area who can walk you through your plan options and member benefits. And we're going to go into what the services are right here. Let me take this off. Okay. LegalShield plans. Instead of paying a lawyer expensive hourly fees, you pay a small monthly fee and get access to experienced attorneys that can help you with any legal issue. Okay, interesting. With LegalShield, you get legal help, not a huge legal bill. Okay. Get coverage for you and your loved ones in case of accidents, life events, or simple document reviews. That is the personal plans. Small business plans. Make sure your company has the help it needs with document reviews, debt collection, and more. Start a business. Launch by Legal Shade attorneys. What? Launch by Legal Shield's attorneys work with you to get your business started with confidence. Maybe it's my age. I would not I cannot imagine that someone who's my age and my point in life would need so much legal support that they would pay for a monthly legal support subscription. Maybe once you're a little bit older, I guess. Like, what do you think? Anyone who has, like, maybe when you're buying a house, you're writing your will, I don't even, yeah, starting a small business. But I just can't imagine someone in my age needing this much legal support because so far in my life, I have not needed a lawyer. What's your opinion on that? Do you think there is a big market for this kind of legal services subscription service? I repeated myself. I said service too many times. I will never use a Legal Shield lawyer, just saying. I was just writing the same thing you were saying. Oh, like maybe the part about there not being a huge market for this kind of service, right? I know people who have done it low income, lesser educated. Yeah, because say you do need a lawyer for something, it's thousands and thousands of dollars. And so I could see it as like a cheaper option for people who can't necessarily afford thousands and thousands of dollars. He's going to go into I think it's like $64 a month for two plans combined, and that's a lot more realistic than thousands of dollars when a legal issue does come up. Okay, Charlie, I don't think it's an age thing. Attorneys are on an as needed basis. Okay. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I have no background or knowledge in this at all. So I was just wondering what you guys thought. And so, yeah, some people are gonna need more legal support than others. Like if you are starting a business, if you are, I guess, trying to sell your home, if you are writing a will, I could imagine certain populations needing more support. Some attorneys still work on retainer. Oh, sorry, I skipped over you. Hi, Rachel. How's it going? Thank you for joining. Some attorneys still work on retainer, exactly. But most people do not need that. Yeah, I agree. But let's see. Oh, what did PH Actress say? This is the same situation with WFG. They get a lot of financially uneducated people whom they can convince their financial products are a necessity. Interesting and good point. Whenever I see Marco streams on WFG or any of the other insurance pyramid schemes, they're very interesting. They're very interesting. So maybe I'll look at one of those websites and just we can learn a little bit about that kind of company because I've never done a financial an insurance MLM video before, and I think that would be cool. So here, one of these services provided by LegalShield. Identity protection. 50% of people will experience a form of identity theft this year alone. Okay. Identity theft typically costs over $400 to resolve and an average $200 of your time to recover stolen funds and restore your good name. Yeah, identity theft sucks for sure. For sure. It can take hours and hours and hours to get everything sorted out and to figure shit out with your bank. I could see how this could appeal to a wider population of people for sure. No competitor offers more complete coverage than ID Shield. Protect your reputation. As many as 9 million people have their identity stolen each year in the United States. Manage your reputation. Oh, 70% of employers screen social media and 57% find disqualifying information. Restore your identity. It takes an average of 200 hours and 6 months to restore your identity on your own. Not necessarily. I feel like depending on the extent of the identity theft, it doesn't necessarily need to take 6 months to restore. It could be more minor. It could be someone just trying to take over your credit card, right? Okay, a lot of older people I know, older than even me, are really worried about identity theft. Exactly. And I could see them falling for this. Exactly. It's very appealing. Oh, yeah, you two both said the exact same thing at the same time. Exactly. Because I feel like a lot of the phone and email scams really prey on more elderly individuals who might not realize that like Canada Revenue Agency is not going to send you an email with a link for you to figure out your tax returns. They might not have the technological literacy to know not to click on a link from an email that looks sketchy. Not all older people would know that. And I know that because I was taught it in school, I was taught it at work, and I know what to look out for. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And you're right. It's a really good point about really preying on people who don't have that kind of technological knowledge and who are worried about their identities being stolen and maybe their savings being depleted. Love that. Get out of my brain, Lori says. Get ready to be your own boss. Okay, so this is the MLME part. A nice fella there who's a LegalShield associate. Ready, friends? LegalShield offers motivated individuals a unique program designed to deliver their dreams. Over the last 47 years, people from every walk of life have joined our community and its mission to empower and protect. Are you ready to level up your life? We talked about this 100 times on my channel. Oh, yeah, you don't need an attorney to manage your social media presence. Exactly. That's a really weird part because it's talking about identity theft, which is a very real concern that a lot of people have. And then in there, they're talking about social media management. Because unless you are a celebrity, like PH Actors just said, no one needs you to manage their social media. Just don't post pictures of you partying in case an employer sees it. Don't post inappropriate things. Don't do that, right? Don't post potentially racist things and you'll be fine. We don't need to pay LegalShield in order for them to manage our social media. That's a great point. And I totally skipped over that. Thank you. It is odd, right? And this unique program is designed to deliver their dreams. No, it's designed to connect, apparently, like what you say, what they would say, connect people to a legal support subscription service. So it's technically more affordable legal services. That's what the purpose of the program is. I guess you could potentially say it's designed to make legal support more accessible because, like I think Lori said, a lot of people could see this who are a little bit lower income, who can't afford a lawyer when they need it. And they may think that it's a good investment. It's a more reasonable investment to spend approximately 65 USD per month instead of thousands and thousands of dollars. So I could see them saying their mission is connecting people to accessible services, I guess, but I don't see how this company can deliver people's dreams. And we've talked about this a lot on my channel. I think every time I do my Amway streams, people say, it's just soap. You're not changing the world. You're just selling home products. In Beachbody, Carl likes to say they're working on ending the trend of obesity. No, you're just selling overpriced workout programs and milkshakes. We're not changing the world. We are salespeople. We are salespeople. We are not doing anything else. We're not empowering people. If we wanted to empower and help people, we would not be opening an MLM business. We would not be working in an MLM business. We would be, as I said 1,000 times, be a social worker, open up a nonprofit, or volunteer or something. Hello, Bling Angie. How's it going? We're just doing the briefest of introductions about LegalShield, and then we're going to react to a video on the LegalShield comp plan. I'm very excited. It does seem strange, right? It does. And it's so funny. When Lori brought it up in a couple videos ago, it was in my brain, and then I just randomly came across this LegalShield video, and I thought it was just meant to be. It was meant to be. It's odd, everyone. Like I said, I would never use a LegalShield lawyer, and I am a lawyer myself. Oh, how cool. That's interesting. I didn't know you were a lawyer. I didn't know you were a lawyer, Lori. That's hard to say. Sorry, my throat is a little bit funky. I may or may not be getting sick. Hopefully not. I'm going to have a cough break, okay? Excuse me. Sorry if I cough a lot in your ear. So, the associates sell LegalShield and ID Shield plans and earn a commission on every plan sold. Your commission rate increases as you reach higher levels of sales. No, it increases as you work your way up the pyramid, and you work your way up the pyramid by recruiting other associates. As you bring associates onto your team and they begin selling plans, you earn override commissions on every plan your team sells, therefore incentivizing recruitment. Because why would we recruit if we're not going to make more money off of what our recruits do? When a team member renews a plan that you or your team sold them, you earn residual income every month that membership remains active forever. What if someone cancels their subscription? It's not forever. They're making it seem like you just sell someone a subscription once and then it's there forever and ever and no one will ever cancel. That is not the case. It's not the case. It's not automatic or guaranteed. Our Performance Club pays you additional cash bonuses, travel awards, and other prizes when you and your team sell certain numbers of memberships during given time periods. And Lori just said some of the lawyers are in the MLM side. Oh, ooh. I think I do need to do more. I need to do more videos. I need to do more videos on LegalShield. I want to look into that aspect of it. You said the lawyers are on the MLM side. Lori, here's my email. I'm going to type it into the chat because that's fascinating in a horrible way. Horrible way that the lawyers would be on the MLM side. So if you're comfortable, it'd be cool if we could connect over email and maybe we can figure something out. Maybe, I don't know, I'll do some research and I can send it off to you and we can chat if you're comfortable. If not, no worries. But that's fascinating and terrible. Oh, what's this part? We don't need to read that. So that's the very general introduction to LegalShield. I just wanted to that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to give the tiniest bit of context before we went into the compensation plan video from our friend Brian Carruthers. Let's see the other comments. Oh, not the kind of product you associate with MLM because you need to have degrees/legal right to practice in order to offer it. I think the lawyers aren't the MLMers, but even so. And then Lori said some of the lawyers are on the MLM side, which is shocking. But yeah, the lawyers are providing the legal services, of course, and the associates are the ones who are trying to connect people with the legal services. I think it's surprising because people generally believe that becoming a lawyer is a good financial move and you wouldn't need to do this. I have issues when there are very highly educated people in an MLM, like a lawyer or a doctor or a therapist, because their level of education and experience lends more legitimacy to the MLM model than there actually is, of course. And especially people who are in business too, went to school and got their master's in business administration or in finance. It just shows that anyone can be vulnerable to an MLM at any time. It doesn't matter how highly educated you are. If you are not aware of the unethical nature of the business model, you can be susceptible to, despite your high level of education. I don't have any deep secrets, but they try to recruit lawyers all the time. Here's my email. Anyone who's watching now or wants to, or watching in the replay, if you have any info, public info, it doesn't need to be fancy secrets about LegalShield that you might find that you might think is interesting, you can send it to me and I'm going to do my own research because it's interesting. Okay, are we ready Tell me if he's too loud, okay? This is Brian Carruthers, MLM coach. We've done one video on him, and he is also in LegalShield.
Okay, guys, today I'm going to show you the most incredible compensation plan that I have ever seen in my over 28 years in the network marketing industry. Now, let me just disclaim this, okay? This is, it pertains to your compensation plan, which is why I chose to be in and stay in this company for all these years.
So I'm finding my connection is horrible already. I'm so sorry. He's saying this is for the eyes and ears of LegalShield associates only. No, Brian, this is on your public YouTube page. I just went on your channel and I found it, so it's not a private video. And he's saying it's the best compensation plan in the whole industry. They all say that, like Charlie just said, they all sound exactly the same. Of course, he's going to say it's the best compensation plan because he's been in the same company for his entire career. He doesn't have anything else to compare it to, but every single person in every MLM, they say that theirs is the best one because, of course, you need to overhype it and promote your comp plan so people will think you are unique and interesting.
So there's three components to the compensation plan. Number one, you've got linear income, getting paid a commission on every single sale that you personally make. We get paid daily, by the way. Sign up a customer on a Tuesday, you're paid Wednesday. Sign them up on a Friday, you're paid Saturday. It wasn't always like that, but that's the way it is today. 7 days a week, you get paid every single day, wired into your bank account.
I guess that's fine, but if you only make one sale a day, right? Or you make one sale every few days and say your daily paycheck is like, what's like a daily paycheck of $40? Like it's not that much money. Let's see. I can't do math. $40 times 7 days in a week, $280, right? Times 4. So if it's small paychecks, it doesn't matter if you get paid every single day because say you get, I was just making an example of $40 a day and then you make over $1,100 a month. But what if it's $10 a day? What if it's $5 a day? Just because you get paid every day doesn't mean that you're actually going to make a sale to actually get a paycheck. It's not automatic. Your paycheck is not automatic in MLM. And I always think that they pay people so often, so maybe they forget the fact that, hey, I'm a distributor. I just made $5 in my last paycheck. I made a total of $82 this last month, but it's okay because I get paid every day. I think it's just like a smoke and mirrors thing. MLM draw people for stuff other than money, though, friendship, purpose, etc. Plus, like I've learned from many doctors and lawyers, being educated in, yeah, love that. Being educated in one thing does not mean being smart in everything. Great point. Many doctors and lawyers struggle with managing finances, and MLMs pretend to offer financial mentorship from the leaders and relief from life stress, which I imagine lawyers and doctors have a lot of. Brilliant. Your points are perfect. I love them. I'm going to. There you go. That's better. That's better. Yeah. Just because someone, yeah, you're right. Just because someone is really educated in the law doesn't mean that they're going to be great at finances, doesn't mean that they understand fully how the MLM business structure is unethical or how it's set up for people to fail. And you're right. People could seek participation in an MLM as refuge from a stressful job, as refuge from issues going on at home, for a community, and yeah, there's all different reasons why someone would join an MLM. Great points. Great points. By the way, I got the book I told you about months ago published. Amazing. Brilliant. That's so good. Congratulations. I feel like my voice sounds weird. I guess you can make anything in MLM. Exactly. It's been 50 seconds. I should let it play a bit more.
Now, I'm going to use this compensation plan example based on a combination of the $30 legal plan and the $34.95, $35 ID Shield for the family. So it's a $64.90 sale, 65 bucks. Now check this out. There is no other compensation plan in the industry that does this. On that $65 sale, as a brand new associate, you're earning a $70 commission up front. Again, these are upfront commissions paid daily. You're going to get upfront override commissions on your downline sales from your team, and you're going to get paid residual income every single month, month after month, year after year, starting month 13, a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now. You're going to keep on getting paid for the life of every one of these customers. I'm still getting paid today every single month on customers I signed back in 1998, 1999, 2000. Haven't talked to many of these people since. Still getting paid. And if
You're still getting paid because they've never quit, they've never canceled their subscription. But what if your people are canceling their subscription? And I wonder what happens to all your bonuses? What happens to your income? Because you're saying our income in LegalShield is based off the subscription model. First off, getting customers in an MLM is never guaranteed, even though this case is interesting because the price actually seems to be relatively affordable. I don't know what kind of quality like how high quality the services are, but at least it's affordable. But either way, it's hard to get MLM customers, and then it's also hard to keep the customers. So we can't just assume that every customer is just going to continue on and on and on. Oh, Julie's here. Hi, Julie. How's it going? All right, let's keep going.
If I quit the business tomorrow, I never sell another membership, I'll keep getting paid that for the rest of my life. My kids.
Quitting the business and not selling another membership is not the same thing. I should let him finish his thought and then I will react. Sorry.
Kids will inherit the business. They'll get paid for their lives. Now check this out. So that's $70 upfront commission.
So the kids will inherit the business from my residual income. He can quit the business, but he really means never sell another membership again, and he'll keep making money. That's an issue. That's an issue if Brian is at the top of the LegalShield comp plan and is just sitting there, not working, not doing anything, and all the members of his downline are continuing to sell subscriptions, continuing to bring in other associates. That's just making the way up the pyramid and making him rich. He's been in for like 30 years. Just because he can keep a company, he can keep a customer since 1998 does not mean that me coming in now is going to be able to keep a customer for longer than a month. I'm sure LegalShield was different in 1998, Brian. I'm sure it was easier to recruit people. I'm sure less people knew what MLMs actually were in 1998. It's not the same thing, and you can't compare the two experiences. You can't.
As an associate, you earn your way up through the compensation plan. The more people that you sign up for the services, and if you have a team that can contribute toward moving you up, you're going to go from $70 up to $90, up to $120, up to $160, to $220, $295, up to $370. Check that out. $65 sale.
So assuming we can actually sell the $64.90 premium plan, which is a LegalShield plan, and then the ID Shield that we looked at, the identity protection, if we sell that $64.90 premium plan, depending on our rank, we get a certain amount of personal income, right? Can you see my mouse here? And of course, as an associate, it starts off smaller and then you grow. As you continue to grow, your personal income from that one sale will increase. And that's another way of more subtly incentivizing recruitment, right? Because, hey, why would you only make $70 per sale as an associate when you can make $370 as an executive director? We're not looking at the structure of the ranks today, but I could venture to guess that you need to recruit people to be an executive director, or at the very least, the volume requirement or the sales requirement is outrageous and impossible for one person to do on their own unless they are a sales genius, unless they're an influencer with 100,000 followers. Someone cannot meet the personal volume requirements, the sales requirements of a rank at the top of an MLM pyramid without a team on their own. Just because technically with some companies you don't need a huge team doesn't mean you don't need one. Like in Monate, I don't remember the exact number, but for senior executive director, you don't need that many people, but the volume requirement's outrageous. The constant lie that you will create a completely passive income stream Yes, even though it depends on people actively continuing to participate without you. Exactly. And none of this is passive income, which we'll see. All the MLM peeps are lawyers slash LegalShield develops and markets prepaid legal service plans through a network of more than 69 independent 6,900 independent provider attorneys across the US and Canada. Ooh, interesting. So, is this describing the lawyers? This is describing the lawyers, not necessarily the associates, right? So I don't know. I need to do more research. There'll be more research on this because I would assume that the associates who are selling the services are not necessarily all lawyers. Brian, if you could quit and continue earning, why are you still doing these videos all these years later? When are you going to demonstrate the passive income by retiring? None of them do. None of them do. And freaking Dexter Yeager sits there, do show the plan 5 to 6 nights a week. It's like, well, sir Dexter, you're at the top of the pyramid. You make millions of dollars. Where is your time freedom? Why are you running around at all of these events across the country? Why aren't you relaxing with your kids and your spouse and just raking in the income? Why do you actually have to work this much if you have time freedom? Lori believes they are the same. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's keep going.
You're making anywhere from 70 up to 370. In most compensation plans, if you sell something for $65, you're lucky to make $10 or $15, not 70 up to 370. Would that motivate you to go out and sell people this membership? For sure, right? The second form of income, the override income. Check this out. Let's say you are a manager and you come show me the information today. I sign up as a customer with you. You make $120. But I also say, hey, I know a ton of people that I can share this with. I want to be an associate to go out and sell this. So I become an associate on your team. I'm making $70. You make the $20 senior associate override plus the $30 manager override for a total of $50.
You Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for coughing in your ear. That's so frustrating. We bring in an associate. They sell the $64.90 premium plan. They make $70. And then we make $50 off of their efforts. So theoretically, we don't really need to sell if we don't want to, right? We could continue working our way up the pyramid. And then once we're executive director, we're getting all of these overrides too if we have associates who are also selling the plan, the services as well. So it's just interesting. It's interesting how yes, we're making more money when we're selling the 6490 plan, but then we are also having an incentive to not only recruit, but to make sure that our recruits are also selling the premium plan as well. I think that's very interesting. And once you go higher in the pyramid, of course, you have a higher team override bonus, and you can earn a total of $300 for that bonus. My voice is sounding horrendous, but I don't want to be clearing my throat every 5 seconds in your ear. They're trying to recruit you to sell the plan. Wow. Fascinating. Fascinating, fascinating. Yeah, we're going to do another video on this company for sure.
That you get paid every time I sign somebody up. Think about that. What if I sign up 5 people this week? Do the math. This is a differential compensation plan. It means if you're at a higher level than the person below you who made the sale, whatever the
So
spread or
we're getting
difference is,
compensated
flows
every
up to you.
time our person brings someone on, every time our recruits make a sale. So again, like Paige Actress said, how is this passive income if our income is directly reliant on the people below us selling and recruiting? No. Because also if our customers are not renewing their subscription, then we're not getting our personal income in this column here. That I'm assuming that's going to be canceled because we know a lot of people cancel their MLM subscriptions, return their MLM products.
Let's say you're a director. You're a director, and I'm a manager on your team. Okay, I'm making $120 every time I sign up a customer. But when I do that, you, the director, you make the $40 senior manager override and the $60 director override. You're making $100 every time I sign up a customer for $70, for $65.
He's making it seem like it's so easy. Just every time you sign up a customer. Well, no, this is based off of $65 in sales, making it easy. All you got to do is do $65 in sales a couple times a month. If you're executive director, you magically get $370 every time you make that sale. You get a shit ton of team overrides. I would love to see the division in his income between his personal income that he makes from actually selling this premium plan and his team overrides. My assumption, if he's at the top, if he's been in for 25 years, my assumption is that most of his income would come from the team overrides. I'm going to look to see when was LegalShield founded. Okay, it's an old ass company. I was going to say, oh, Brian must have gotten in at the beginning. No, August 8th, 1972. LegalShield LegalShield started as Sportsman's Motor Club in 1972 in Ada, Oklahoma. Harlan Stoneifer was the company's founding president and chief executive officer. Interesting. Yes, exactly, Charlie. Yes, awesome. That would be cool. No worries if you don't want to, but that would be awesome. I'm definitely going to do more research and maybe look at the ranks if I can find info on it and see how the ranks are structured as well. It's just very interesting, especially assuming at least if a portion of the people selling the products are also the lawyers as well. Interesting.
You guys check it out. I sell a membership for $65. I'm a manager, I make $120. You're the director, you make the $100 override. You, as a director, made a $100 override when I made a $65 sale. You and I both made more money in a commission than the customer even paid in upfront. And again, this continues to grow. So
if you have a bunch of people who who are selling the premium plan, are we incentivized to sell ourselves, or can we just let the people below us do the sales for us? But then we would need to keep recruiting because we know in MLM people will fall off, people will quit. So we need to make sure we continually have people who not only come in and start selling, but they need to continue selling.
So let's say you're an executive director and I'm a manager and I sign up a new customer. I make 120. You make the 40 plus a 60 plus a 75 plus a 75. Do the math there. You made $250 when I signed up a $65 customer. If I go out and sign up 10 people next week, I made 10 times 120. I'm excited. I made $1,200. I'm a part-timer, fairly new in the business. I made 12.
I highly doubt that you signing up 10 people, you're going to be a part-timer. That's not true. And you're signing up 10 people with $69 at $120 for $1,200. That's a lot of money, sure. But how much time did you put into actually signing up all of those people? I bet if you divide the $1,200 that you make by the number of hours, it's probably a pitiful amount per hour. And if we're working that hard, if we're so dedicated to selling the LegalShield services, we deserve to be fairly compensated for our time.
$400 by getting 10 customers. But you made 250 times 10, you made 2,500. What are you going to say to me? You're probably pulling out a postcard and say, what? Go, Brian, go. I mean, you're getting paid all that money. So huge money up.
That's sketchy as fuck, though, Brian. Why would we make more money off of the sale of our than our downline would make off of their own sale? Why are we getting compensated for the hard work of our downline? I can imagine someone in his downline realizing how much money he's getting paid every time someone at the associate level makes a sale. I'd be like, why are you getting all this money for my sale when I'm only making $70 and you're making like $300? How is that fair? How is that ethical? I don't understand. I'm going to let him talk. I'm sorry.
Up front when you sell a customer this service. Huge money up front when a team member does the same thing. On top of that, the residual income, month after month, year after year, on that entire book of business that you and or your team signed up, you're getting paid monthly residuals. There's a lot of businesses that have good upfront money you can make in sales commissions. And there's a lot of businesses that allow you to recruit people, like network marketing, like a real estate or mortgage brokerage, and earn an override when they make a sale. But
Sure, I guess you recruit people into a real estate brokerage, but the difference between that is a brokerage, real estate is not specifically designed for the vast majority of people at the bottom to fail and lose money. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing when people in a brokerage, people in real estate, they have the resources, the education, the tools to actually go out and make money in real estate. It's not the same. It's not the same. And I can't sit here and pretend to know how brokerages work. I don't know if like the head of a brokerage, their income is based on the number of people that they recruit into their brokerage. I do not claim to know how that works. Do you know how that works? If you know, please let me know. Let me know what you think of his comparison between brokerages and MLM. But whenever they make this argument about, oh, this industry is really hard, this industry is really hard, sure, it is. Sure, the military, it's hard to get into the military. Sure. However, people in the military are informed that it's hard. They're not told. They just sit back, relax. They barely have to do any work, and then they're going to make millions of dollars in the military. You just need to inform people of the actual chances of making money in an industry. Just tell the truth. Sounds a bit Ponzi-ish. Exactly, Charlie. Exactly.
if all of those people stop selling, stop signing up new customers, the income stops. The difference is true residual income.
That's the same here. The income's going to stop if your people don't sell. If your people don't recruit, your income's going to stop. Your income's going to stop unless you can sell the premium plans yourself. Okay, I'm actually going to let him talk. I'm sorry. I always get annoyed at the most chill, boring topics. Like, why am I annoyed?
Income, like in LegalShield, with a subscription-based model, you sign up a customer one time in LegalShield. And as long as they keep paying for the subscription, 5, 10, 20 years from now, you keep getting paid. Now, let me ask you a question. How many legal plan brochures are sitting on your desk at home that you can compare to LegalShields? You know why there's none? Because there's none. Like my good friend Dave Savola used to say, it's like running down a football field with nobody trying to tackle you. No competition means people are going to sign up today and they're not going to leave LegalShield for another legal plan tomorrow because there isn't one to leave to. So that's the beauty of this compensation plan.
Sure. Oh, hi, DC. This is Brian Carruthers telling us about the LegalShield compensation plan. He was just saying there's no competition because there's no other legal services MLM for people to run to. Sure, but then they'll realize that it's hard to sell a legal subscription service. They'll realize that the market is not necessarily completely unsaturated. There's not people banging on your door needing these services necessarily, and they may go to an MLM that has a consumable product, right? They may go and sell $5 jewelry at Paparazzi because yes, the jewelry's shitty, but it's very, very affordable. They may go to a health and wellness MLM. They may go to Monat when people like they finish their shampoo, they might need some more, right? They may go to Savvy. There are thousands of MLMs that people can go to, and just because there's not another MLM like LegalShield doesn't mean that LegalShield has no competition. In my opinion, every MLM is competing with every other MLM. What do we think about this? He's annoying me a little bit. I guess I should start a legal services MLM and give them some competition. Right, Lori? Wonder if there's no competition because there really isn't a demand. Yeah, maybe. And this compensation plan is not unique, in my opinion. And he's going to talk about Rewards Club or something. And it's not that unique. Like there's a certain way to earn your points and then you get a certain bonus, and it's just the same as like Beachbody. I'm sure it's the same as every other MLM that has a bonus program ever. It's not unique. None of this is unique.
Huge upfront money on your sales and your team sales. Amazing performance club bonuses every single month, cash bonuses $200 to $500 a month, up to $6,000 a year, plus performance club trips to exotic locations. We didn't even mention that. But a real book of business that pays true residual income for the life of any and all those customers. That's why here it is in my 25th year full-time in LegalShield. I am still here, still excited to empower someone with this membership, still excited about bringing on new customers into the customer base, knowing that it's my book of business. I can ride off the residual income for the rest of my life.
Goodbye, Lori. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. It was so nice to see you.
I can will it to my wife and boys. God forbid something happens to me, they're going to inherit that residual income stream.
But you can create a will for your family, and you can leave money, you can leave a property to your family. You can do that outside of an MLM. It's not unique to LegalShield. It's not unique to the MLM business model. So that argument is always really interesting to me. And he was calling it his book of business. And I don't really know what he means by book of business. He's talking about how amazing LegalShield is and how he spent his 25-year career in MLM in the same company. Of course, he's going to say it's amazing because after 25 years, he's probably at the very top of the pyramid. He is probably raking it in on the differential bonusing. He's probably getting the highest bonus that we're going to see in a little bit. He is probably raking it in, and he probably barely needs to sell any actual premium plans himself, and he's probably a millionaire, in my opinion.
So that, my friends, the power of residual income can set you free. Now, let me shift gears. Let me show you right now the Performance Club program. There is nothing like this in the entire network marketing industry. Check out the screen. Look at what we're talking about here. On top of the commissions, the company has something called their Performance Club program in place to incentivize you to be consistent about doing a minimum amount of production each month. Okay, this is voluntary, it's optional, but if you just go do a little bit each month, in addition to all the big commissions I just described for you, you're also going to earn anywhere from $200 to $500 extra cash per month on top of those commissions. So for example, if you get 150 points a month, you get a point for every dollar in premium sales. So if you sell a $65 membership, you got 65 points right there, right? If you sell a small business legal plan for $169, there's $169 of points or premium right there, right? So $150 a month. And you also get 50 points for recruiting an associate.
Interesting. So it's a direct reward for recruiting a new associate to sell the product as well. You get 1 point for every $1 in the product in service product, I guess, that you sell. $65 in the premium plan, you get 65 points, 50 points for every new associate. So that is a direct reward for you to recruit, and you only need 150 points per month to get the certain bonuses that he's going to talk about. But we'll see. It's not necessarily straightforward. It may be, I guess, kind of relatively easy to get to 150 points if you're recruiting and if you're selling, but I could imagine it's really hard to maintain that for the amount of time that they want us to. Oh, hey Sherry, how's it going? Thank you for being here. So this is the part where you pay to play. Oh, you think so? Like, maybe do you think people are buying the service, different products themselves to make up the 150 points per month? Maybe, but I feel like in an MLM like this, it would be harder for the distributors to inventory load, right? Because you only need so many legal subscription services. You don't need to have small business and identity theft protection and this and that and that, and then you just have like 10 different programs for your family. So I don't know. What do you think about that? Do you think LegalShield associates are inventory loading? Is the $60 plan a monthly charge? That's something I was thinking about. The bonuses that he showed us already does not include the expenses. I did not find for this video, I did not find the monthly charge for LegalShield associates to run their businesses. If we're trying to sell the $65 premium plan, I would assume that the associates are also using that plan as well. I think. I don't actually know, but that is a really, really good point. Really good question. Let's remember all of these bonuses, all of these amounts that he's telling us we can make does not include expenses. I'm good, thanks. I've heard of LegalShield, but didn't realize it was an MLM or scam. Good info. Yeah, this is just an introduction to the comp plan. I'm very interested in this company, so there at some point there will be a video with some more research and info for sure. It has to be a monthly charge. Yes, exactly. Otherwise, they would have been bankrupt their first month, especially with the amount that they're paying in that commission, right? Because he's right. Usually in MLM comp plans for a $65 service or product, you're getting like $20 if you're lucky, 10, $20. And so the fact that the lowest rank, someone's getting $70 for commission, you're right. There in my brain, there would need to be a pretty high monthly charge for all these associates. Good point.
You get 50 points if they fast start qualify in their first 20 days.
So not only are we getting 50 points for a new associate, we get 50 points if they hit certain qualifications. Did you say within the first 30 days, within a small time period? Fast start, fast track bonuses, in my opinion, are really problematic in MLM because if you get into an MLM and you sell a certain amount, you recruit a certain number of people within your first month, you get a bonus. And I think it could really make people feel like they're being more successful than they actually are. In the first month of their MLM, they may not have burned through their entire warm market yet. They maybe got their spouse, their mom, their dad, their best friend, their cousin to join. So they found some really quick apparent success. And then in the second, third, fourth month, when they realize that it's actually not easy to recruit when it's not your loved ones, they realize their money is going to go down a lot quicker. And so I don't like the idea of us incentivizing a fast start qualification bonus because chances are they're not going to be making that money again after that qualification period is over.
So it's very simple and easy to get these points accumulated to well over 150. If you do that for 3 months in a row, the company's going to start paying you $200 each month that you continue to do that through month 11. On month 12, if you've kept that streak going, that 150 points a month, they're now going to pay you $300 extra a month on top of your commissions. And after 24 months, they bump it up to $400 a month. And after 36 months, from that point forward, forever, as long as you keep doing it, $500 a month.
I want that box to go down. One sec.
Now let's go back to the math.
So we have to get the 100, was it 150 in points? Yeah, 150 in points to get this monthly PC Performance Club bonus. And we'll see here after the third month, we have to get that number of points for 3 months, and then we get $200. And then for the first year to 2 years, we get $300 a month, and then $400, and then $500. Can you imagine when you finally get to the 36 plus month section and you're actually making $500 and then you lose it 1 month, right? You don't hit the 150 points. My question is, do you have to start over from the beginning? And my question is, why is the qualification period so long? Why can't it be like in the first month you get 200 and then 300 and then 400, and then after the fourth month, if you get 500, you just get the 500 for the rest of your time in LegalShield? I know the answer, though. I know it's to keep people in for as long as possible to make people really want to work towards the $500 monthly bonus. But I don't like it. I don't like how long the requirements are. And then over here, the personal sales advance. And so, excuse me. This is the 3 sales at $64.90. And so, of course, when you're an executive director, you're going to make more money on your personal sales at $1,110. And then A senior associate. I thought the rank was associate. I don't remember seeing senior associate. At senior associate, with your 3 sales, you get $270. And then it looks like they're just adding up, like with the $200 in your first 3 to 11 months. That's a guaranteed $470 monthly income, 570, 670, 770, and so on. And that's just if we do the 3 sales at 64.90, right, in 1 month. And then we also get the 150 personal volume performance club points. So it's a combination of that. And so if we're at senior associate, I have something in my hand. If we're at senior associate, then maybe he's kind of guaranteeing that we'll get $470 a month. But that is before expenses. That is before monthly expenses or the back office or purchasing any of the new releases. Call me cynical, but I don't believe him. Maybe you can get the money up front, but what is a legal? Yes, what is LegalShield charging you for your back office? Exactly, Charlie. Exactly. That's my question.
Here, let's say you get 3 $65 customers a month. That's $195 in sales. Do you think part-time you can sell $195 per month? Probably not hard, right? We're not selling cars or expensive homes. 3 $65 sales. That performance qualifies you. So do the
That's hard though. That's hard. Not everyone can get that. He's making it seem so easy. Anyone here, could you make 3 sales of $65 a month right now with no sales training and no sales background? It's not an automatic thing, sir. It's not. Not for your average person who's not a brilliant public speaker, who's not an influencer, who's not a salesperson.
math on the left side there, the commissions you earn, depending on your commission level, anywhere from $270 up to $1,110.
And it's funny how he's saying if you do the 3 sales of $65 per month, then you're automatically Performance Club qualified to get these bonuses here. But he was saying that you can also get 50 points for new associate. Then every time a new associate does the fast track qualification, right? So how many people are actually meeting their Performance Club bonus requirements by doing the 3 sales? I bet you the majority of them are doing it through getting new associates and making sure those associates fast start qualify. What do you think about that? Why am I getting annoyed? Why am I pointing?
That's a commission for those 3 sales. But then you add in a $200, $300, $400, or $500 a month Performance Club bonus on top of that. Now you're making anywhere from $470 at the minimum up to $1,610 each month.
Something else I didn't realize, how long it takes for you to actually get to that amount, right? Because look, in the first 3 to 11 months, as the executive director, see, this is not clear. Is this the amount that the executive director could make per month? Right? My point is it just takes a long time to work your way up because it only increases by a small amount, right? So it's like $100 per every 2 years. So that's not good. That's not good if our monthly bonus can only increase our income by $100 every 2 years. Why is it such a slow increase? It's because the requirements for it's not every 2 years. Every 1 year. Ugh, I can't do math. It just takes a long time for our bonus to increase. Why does it take so long? I'm getting annoyed and I'm not making sense. I'm sorry. If this doesn't scream pyramid scheme, right?
On $195 in sales. I'm going to repeat that so you firmly understand why you are so blessed to have this LegalShield compensation model. Okay? $195 in sales. You're earning anywhere from $470 up to $1,610.
And of course, our $1,610 comes when we're at the top of the pyramid where we have to recruit in order to get to. So that's also incentivizing recruitment, aka, in my opinion, a pyramid scheme, because why would we recruit if it's not going to get us more money in monthly bonuses, sir? Yeah, if this doesn't scream pyramid scheme, right?
Do you think that's going to motivate you to go out there and just do that little bit each month?
It's not a little bit, sir. It's not a little bit. Why am I annoyed? I'm getting annoyed.
Do you think you can find 5 people that would be interested in doing that? Do you think those 5 can each find 5 that would want to do that? Well, I know you can because I've already.
Do you think you could find 5 people who would wanna sell $195 in sales or recruit a couple people to get 150 points to make all the whatever, the performance club bonus and the override bonuses for selling? Like, do you think you could find 5 people who will also go and find 5 people who will also go and find 5 people and so on and so on? Rachel just said no. I would not be able to find 5 people because I am not a personable, outgoing, loud person in real life. I am not going to walk up to people and start advertising LegalShield services. I could not find 5 people. I could not. Not everyone could. Kind of sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Yes, it does.
Watched and helped many people do that. If you had 25 people that were doing that, your override income in that formula would be over 6 figures a year. So the question is, can you performance co-qualify just getting 150 points a month? Check. Yes, you can. Can you go assemble a team of 25 other people that are working the business a couple hours a week to go out there and make 3 $65 sales a month? Check. You can do that. That's the formula to.
So it has to be 25 people all making the $365 sales per month. What if we have 20 people? Or what if we have 25 people, but 10 of them quit because they realize it's a scam? Why does our ability to make 6 figures, why is it dependent on us having 25 people in our downline? Why can't we just make our money on our personal sales alone? Why does it have to include the override bonus and then also the performance club bonus as well? Why is it always dependent on us recruiting and other people recruiting who recruit and so on? Like, why can't we just make our money through sales? Even if I could, I wouldn't. I have something called ethics. Exactly.
6 figures in LegalShield. And if you want to do like me and others and go to 7 figures, just go out there and do that again. Go help those people each find some people that want to performance club qualify. We have the most exciting front end compensation plan in the entire industry. We've got a back end with a 51-year-old company that has been paying out residuals for decades to people who have written the business years ago. I've got people that I know that they're not even in the company anymore. Some of them passed away, and their surviving spouses have been receiving 6 figures a year of residuals from the company.
That's an issue. That's a problem. If the spouse isn't even working the company anymore and they're still making 6 figures off of people below them selling, off of people below them hitting fast start, that's not a good thing, sir. It shows that those at the very top of the company who got in first, truly got in first in the 1970 whatever, shows that they don't actually need to do anything. Shows they can just sit back and let the scheme work for them. Because if you're at the top, everyone in Legal Shield's beneath you. So every sale, every recruitment, every whatever club performance club bonus, it all goes back up to you. That's annoying. It's not a good thing. It's not something to brag about.
Pretty powerful, right? And then the performance club layering that incentive on top of it with all those extra bonuses just to go out there and consistently write a few new memberships a month. You guys, just count your blessings. Go out there and maximize what you can build with this business model. Build your empire, set your family free, get untrapped, and live the life that you design.
Build your empire, set your family free, get untrapped. Build your empire. I don't want an empire. I'm very happy with my life. I'm very happy with my job. I've been in it for a year. I'm doing well. I'm getting more responsibility at work. I'm doing a great job. I have a nice boss. Set my family free. My family's great. My husband and I are very happy. We love our house. We love our life. We have lots of time together. We can explore our hobbies, do fun activities, go on bike rides, do picnics. We don't need just I don't need to set him free. I don't need to set my parents free. They're very happy in retirement right now, sir. Live a life of our design. I love my life. I'm great. I don't need to redesign my life. I'm very happy with where my life is now, sir. Thank you so much. I had something else I wanted to say in my brain, but I don't remember what it was, and it was a really good point too. So he was saying the front end of the compensation plan is just so brilliant. I think he means this part because oh yeah, when you're a senior associate, when you're only the second rank from the bottom, that's when you start making your override bonuses. However, if you're a senior associate, how many associates do you think you would actually have underneath you? How many $20 bonuses do you think you're actually going to get? I'm not totally sure. I'm not totally sure. But I don't really see this as like the front end being amazing because why doesn't the bottom rank, why doesn't the associate rank have an extra bonus other than personal income? I know why. I know why because every MLM everywhere incentivizes recruitment. They encourage you to build a team underneath you, just like Beachbody, because that's when you get more bonuses. That's when you can really grow your income. But I don't really see that as like a front heavy compensation plan. What do you think? Rachel says, I'm building a book empire. Mwahaha. Nice. MLM families are not free of anything except time, money, and mental health. Exactly. I wish I remembered my point. It was something along those lines. Oh, okay. It wasn't really related to your comment, but it was a good point. So he's talking about how it's so amazing that you could pass away and then the money is going to keep going to your spouse and the spouse doesn't have to do anything. So they talk about all the time the brilliance and of true residual income where you can walk away from your job from your MLM for a year and still make money. But then they tell people who just come in, the associates in LegalShield, that they're lazy if they're not working hard enough, that they need to sacrifice to really achieve their dreams. But then they hear the fancy success stories of people like Brian who say you can walk away from your business once you get to a certain point and you're still going to be raking in the cash. So it must be really confusing to hear the constant conflict there. Work really hard, sacrifice everything. However, I don't have to do any work and I'm still making money. Like, which one is it? Do you want us to work or do you want us not to work? And yeah, it's really sad that people in MLMs will say that they live a life of freedom and happiness and really like looking down on parents who work 9 to 5s, while like those parents may work 9 to 5s, but then a lot of these parents can come home and be present with their kids, take them to dance, take them to hockey or swimming, or spend the entire weekend with them and actually be present parents. And those people in those dreaded 9 to 5s, even if they don't have a pension, even if they don't have benefits, they are still being compensated for their time, which I believe everyone should be. Obviously, even when I was in school, when I didn't really have experience yet, I deserve to be compensated for my time because of the effort that I put in to actually go to my workplace, to get in the bus, wake up early, get on the bus, go do my job. I was pretty much a babysitter, so keeping kids safe all day, right? Even though I was a young person without actual job experience, I deserve to be compensated for my effort. So we all deserve to be compensated for our efforts, always. I'm really rambly. Sorry, friends. Just an endless stream of cognitive dissonance. Exactly, PH actress. Exactly. This was definitely a different video of mine, one that for sure warrants more research. I really liked just doing the quickest of introductions to LegalShield and then watching this compensation plan video. It is interesting that their commission levels are so high, that like much higher than in a normal. No, that's not the one I want. Fuck. Much higher than in a normal MLM, right? Like it's only a $65 sale, and even the lowest you're getting $70. Like that is kind of unique, I guess, but it's not that groundbreaking. It's not that groundbreaking, and it still incentivizes recruitment over personal sales, in my opinion. So that's all I have for today. I know I was more rambly than I usually am. My apologies. I'm thinking of what I want to do for my next video. I think I want to do another Jay Van Andel video. I've been loving listening to his old speeches, and so I don't know if that'll be tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday or whatever, I'm not sure yet, but if you are interested, you can come join me for another Amway stream. I think it'll be really, really fun. So thank you so much for watching this video, listening to me ramble about this compensation plan. I've only done a few videos like this. It's not necessarily my strength understanding these plans, but it's kind of like a challenge to look at it and try to develop a basic understanding of what how people get paid in these companies. So I had fun, and I hope you enjoyed it too. You're welcome, Charlie. Thank you for being here. Oh, you'll watch it from the beginning. Thank you, Sherry. Bye, Mr. Ranger Lab, and good night, Rachel. Thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you in my next stream. Bye.